Welcome to Go at 6:30. You are taking a live look from Menor, and we're just looking at that snow out there. They got a lot of it over the weekend, and we know some snow is on the ground. Good news, though, traffic moving along smoothly this morning. Right now, there is a lake effect snow warning across parts of northeast Ohio. Good morning. I'm Matt Rascone here with Isabel Lawrence. Dave and Danita are off, but for a lot of us, it's back to reality after a nice holiday break.
Back to reality. Have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was good. Yeah.
Lots of turkey consumed?
Yeah, lots of turkey, lots of pie.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's all that matters then.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of pie. That's good. That'll keep you warm today, and you'll probably need it. AJ Colby is in for Matt Wins this morning as we continue our weather impact alert coverage. AJ, what's it looking like right now?
Well, the thing about lake effect is you just never know how these snow bands are going to come together, or in this case, Isabel, they're not. We had this thing fizzle on us for a several-hour period, but we're not done with it. Still, a lake effect snow warning will persist until Tuesday morning over the primary and, yes, even the secondary snow belts getting in on the action. The first one that we had, the first event a few days ago, just a couple days ago, impacted the northern parts of the counties, what we would term the primary snow belt. But once the winds start to take on more of a northwesterly component, as we're seeing now, the snow bands will start to affect some areas of the secondary snow belt, all the Great Lakes. Plenty of cold air. It's the Arctic plunge, I suppose. We had these very unseasonably cold temperatures. You know, highs in the 20s. That's about 20 degrees colder than normal high temperatures for this time of the year, just FYI. So yes, I probably didn't need to tell you that, but it's been below normal in terms of temps. We've got a couple of snow bands here trying to get going off of Cleveland proper, downtown Cleveland, and another snow band over eastern Lake County. This is real spotty stuff around Euclid right now. And east of Willoughby, very light snow, maybe a few flakes flying. That's just about it. Even Chardon not seeing anything as of this point. That's remarkable. 29 in Cleveland, 20 in Canton right now with a wind chill of 13. It feels like 11 in Worcester right now, and temperatures are going to be very slow to climb, if you want to call it that, into the 30s. We'll look at snowfall amounts expected and what you can expect in terms of accumulation over your local geography coming up in a few minutes. Isabel?
Traffic is brought to you by reliable snow plowing specialists. Visit us now at snowfighterswanted.com for more information and to become a snow fighter.
Good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and take a look at your roads in the Cleveland area. This is I-71 at West 25th. And I mean, the funny thing about this lake effect snow, like AJ was saying, right, is that just looking at this picture, you wouldn't even know it really snowed, right? The grass is looking pretty green, the roads are clear, so that's the good news. But we know that as we travel east, it is a different story. Took this screen grab from an ODOT camera just a few moments ago here, I-90 at State Route 44. A lot more snow out there. The roads looking nice, pretty clear. We know our ODOT crews have been out there working hard. Still reflective though, so be aware of any slick spots. And then I-90 at 528 here, a little hazier out there, so just watch out for any visibility. And again, roads looking clear, but just be aware of any, snow on the roadways, slush, things that are kind of getting scooped out there. So just be aware. But again, really clear here on this map where the roads are impacted on that east side. Lake County here, I still want you to be aware on I-90. I know this says westbound. I really think both directions here from Route 528 to Route 44. Speaking of that area, just make sure that you're watching those speeds there too. Otherwise though, looking at your road speeds, things really back up to normal this morning. These were 40s, even 50s earlier this morning, but now right below 70, I-90 between 271 and Vrooman, and heading to the other side of town here, 77 Kenmore Lake to Ohio 21. We know that area is clear right under 70 as well. So things really returning back to normal, but please just do use caution if you've got to be on the roads this morning. Matt?
Okay, Isabel, thank you. We have a team of reporters tracking the latest conditions for you, and Candace Hare traveled to some of the harder hit areas. Joins us live now from Madison, where she's been all morning long. Candace, how's it going out there?
Good morning, Matt. Well, I can tell you a few things. We've seen a couple of slight changes here over the last hour or so. So I am on US Route 20. We're heading east. We are in the Madison area still. But a couple things I can tell you over the past maybe 30 to 45 minutes off and on, we have had some pretty steady bands of snow, and then they would stop and then they would come back. But it's enough to make it so a little bit of it has been sticking on the road. So nothing too crazy, but we are seeing more difference from what we were seeing in the area like 12 hours ago. So ODOT crews really have been out, have been working. A last update from an ODOT spokesperson is that there have been about 204 crews out statewide. And get this, ODOT crews have covered more than 15,000 miles in the last 24 hours. That's about 7 trips from Cleveland to San Diego, California. So they've been out, they've been working these roads, and we certainly have seen the difference. I mean, regardless, you do definitely want to be careful out here. Roads are slick, and again, we have begun to start seeing a little bit of snow sticking in the area. Snowfall out here has stopped for the moment, but it has been off and on all morning. Matt?
Okay, good to hear. Candace, thank you very much. And we want to continue our team coverage with David Greenberg. He is live near Willoughby. David, what are conditions like out there? And have there been any improvements with the snow angel?
Yes, Matt. Well, you know what? Where we were out in Geauga County, we were on a mission now to go find some snow because really, like we talked about, it was just more of a dusting out there. The folks in that part of Geauga County really did not wake up with too much in their front or backyards. But we're now on 90 East, heading east towards Willoughby and Willoughby Hills area, and really just wanted to see what conditions were like the further east that we go. We know that's really where the lake effect snow was starting to hit, and I don't know if you can kind of see on our picture here out the front. There is some snowflakes that are falling right now, but for the most part, roads do look pretty good. Really haven't seen much traffic backup. Have been seeing crews sort of out, salting the roads again, just trying to make sure that nothing freezes over. But again, we're going to continue to head east in this direction, and as we've headed this direction, we've seen much more significant snow, covering the ground area. But thankfully, they've been able to clear it off. They've been able to clear it off roads. But we're going to continue heading east a little bit more just to see what it's like with those areas that were hit a little harder from the lake effect snow, where those warnings are still at. And we'll have one more update with you on the snow angel, and we will try and get that number up from the 4 out of 10 that Isabel so graciously gave me earlier.
Yes, the important numbers this morning. Okay, David, thank you. And we put together a guide for everything you need to know to stay safe. That includes the latest warnings from our weather team and the National Weather Service, live updates to your forecast and snow accumulations. That's all on WKYC.com.